this is a quick response to I've seen in the Facebook forums lately, there's quite a few people asking about being a bit anxious about starting their own businesses and going self-employed after working for companies and that. My advice is go for it. There is never the ideal time. There are better times of the year, and I think now is quite a good time. You're coming into spring, there's a lot of exterior work, so you're sort of opening your options to more opportunity to work, because you're not just relying on inside work as you would be if you sort of decided to start on your own in sort of October, November time of year when there's only interior work. So yeah, definitely all I can pass on is what worked for me when I started twice. I started once way back in 1990 in a recession. Basically I was on for a company and then we had loads of self-employed people who join the firm because their work had dried up and was getting slower and they wanted a regular income. So the way I worked, I was a lot younger then. I was probably in my 20s, early 20s, mid 20s. So what I was doing, self-employed that had little small businesses come onto our firm, worked, but they still had customers that still wanted some work done. So what I did was I did their work for them. So I'd work Saturday and Sunday doing, say, Mrs. Jones's Lounge for Dave, who'd just come on, and then someone else and someone else. Then I would take off a Friday afternoon and sort of then it come to take a whole day Friday, work Saturday and Sunday, then it would include the Monday. So there's a few of the blokes I was working, doing their jobs for, sort of retired. So then I gained their customers. So I was quite lucky that I already inherited a sort of little bit of a customer base, as well as doing my own advertising at the time. So that was back in the 90s. Then 2005 got a bit fed up with it, got out of decorating altogether for 10 years, ended up as an assistant manager at Travis Perkins, and that was like, drove me mad. Anyway, decided that I'd go back into decorating, and the way I did it at that time was to take my holiday, but rather than go on holiday, I'd get decorating jobs and see if I still enjoyed it, still had a passion for decorating, which I did, luckily. So did the decorating work, did a couple of also weekend jobs, but with that money, I put that aside and had enough money to get myself a little van. Then handed them a notice and I was off again. But what I also did, which I think is crucial, is to get yourself enough money behind you to last 2 or 3 months. So as much as maybe if you're employed now and it's driving you mad, get that little nest egg, that little cushion built up, because that is going to take so much stress that you're not working from job to job. You've got you can afford to have 2 or 3 months without working. Just get that built up behind you. And like I say, that's going to make it easier for you, make it easier for your family. It's going to eliminate rows. It may take it longer for you to actually become self-employed and start working for yourself, but it's going to be so much better for you and your mental health in the long run. So that's all I can say. That would be my advice. Don't be in a rush to start your own business, but definitely start your own business. Make sure you get yourself a decent little van, something that's reliable, even a car to start with, and then get that nest egg. That is the most important thing. That's the thing you should be building towards, getting that little cushion, that little buffer. And like I say, probably 3 months minimum. And then as you start work, you then add a little bit more money to it, and a little bit, more money. I've got a forum, Decorator Development, on Facebook. Look that up if you're interested and you want a bit more advice. Also got a website, but you'll find that on the forum. Yeah, but definitely go for it. But don't be in a rush to work for yourself. Work for yourself, but make sure you've got the foundations built properly. That'd be my advice. May work for you, may not. Work for me, probably work for others, but yeah, just something to think about. Hope it helps.